Welcome, bonjour to Le Monde. Welcome to your International Women's Week launch, our first community information session. I'm incredibly excited. This, I think, is one of my favorite times of the year, if not my favorite, right, Katie Leclerc, my co-pilot?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here too.
We have so many exciting things in store. Thank you to everyone who is joining us. Thank you to Audrey Wilsey, who is producing this event, and for all of you and your patience as we work through a couple of small technical items at the beginning. We are going to jump right in. Of course, we are recording. Very grateful to have you with us. Big message. All are welcome. We want you. We want all of our community to come together in support of these goals. So with that, let's jump in and we'll kickstart. To all of our community partners, as I say always, we do nothing in isolation. We are so much stronger together. We are grateful to have people from every walk of life, so many organizations here in our great city of Canada's capital, across the province, across the country, and increasingly around the world, coming together and shining a spotlight on what we are doing together in support of our shared goals. Today, our agenda is all about introducing you. For those who are new, and I know there are many folks who have been a part of this journey for the last 6 years. This is year 6. It's just impossible for me to imagine that we are now going into our 6th year, but we are. Our objectives, target outcomes, and impact, our approach and opportunities for engagement and contribution, a sneak peek at what's coming and what's confirmed to date, and next steps, and our upcoming information session in January, where we equip you with more information, more opportunity, and hopefully more connections as you all plan for how you would like to engage and support our shared goals during International Women's Week. Next slide, please. A little bit of an introduction for those who might be new, and we do hope that there are new people every day, every year that contribute not just to International Women's Week, but our goals all year long with respect to empowering and equipping women for growth and success and leadership. As we all know, on March 8th, the world comes together to celebrate the economic, social, cultural, and political achievements of women on International Women's Day. This year, the theme is Inspire Inclusion. That is really inspirational to us, and we are getting right behind that. Here in Canada's capital, we join forces with people right across our region, throughout the country, and worldwide to create an entire month of impactful initiatives dedicated to advancing these goals. Why in the world would we limit ourselves to a single day when we work on this goal all year long and really want to create that critical mass of action that we know our community is so passionate about? And so members from across that entire ecosystem come together to participate in, deliver, and benefit from what I consider to be a series of very powerful, integrated, and targeted leadership events, campaigns, and initiatives for and with women from all walks of life. Could not be more excited. Our vision: we strive to create that critical mass of successful, empowered women leaders from every walk of life who impact our economy and our society. And there are so many, as I watch that video, that inspire me every single day, and so many others that we have the privilege of collaborating with. I want to emphasize that International Women's Week is far more than a set of activities. From day one, it's been a powerful driver for long-term sustainable change, and we know that strategic action and change is needed. Canada's capital, we believe, together with all of our partners, can really help lead the way for the country and the world, and we do call on everyone to join us to create that powerful wave of global action, beginning right here in our local community, to help move that important dial. Next slide, please. Our goals, they really are 4 key goals that we have founded this initiative on from its very inception together with you, to establish Ottawa, and more broadly, I think the province and our country, as an internationally recognized region with a critical mass of top women leaders who significantly impact our economy and society. Secondly, to unite our community and spotlight, inspire, empower, and equip women from all professional fields, spanning technology, entrepreneurship, investment, industry, government, academia, research, media, nonprofits. It really is a whole of community approach together with and for our entire ecosystem. Thirdly, to take strategic collaborative action. We never ever envisioned that this would simply be words or limited to a particular window of time, but that it would catalyze the type of action that we know we are all committed to consistently, with a big spotlight on March, but all year long. And fourthly, to leverage and harness the power of our collective resources and initiatives to drive that critical mass action and build a foundation for collaboration for shared goals going forward. It's all about us working together. I want to stop here and emphasize that we are here for all women. When we use the term women, we are referring to all individuals who identify as women, and that's from every single walk of life. Women of color, transgender women, women with gender diverse identities, including gender non-conforming women and non-binary people, as we know that gender is fluid and can change throughout one's lifetime. These women have historically and systematically often been excluded from many mainstream programs, services, and opportunities. One of our biggest goals is to change that. Together with our community, with all of you, we are making a concerted effort to prioritize equity, access, and inclusion in everything we do. And International Women's Week is one of the powerful ways that we do that together. We recognize that every individual has unique needs and lived experiences, and that in many cases, we may not be well equipped, either as individuals, teams, organizations, or even as a community, to address all of these unique needs. Leveraging the diversity of our incredible partners and networks, diversity, equity, and inclusion experts, and our generous, committed sponsors and community, we are going to do our very best to support the needs of all International Women's Week participants. That's a commitment we make to you and to our ecosystem. We welcome all folks. We want everyone working together. We are committed to listening, learning, and helping everyone to thrive to the best of our ability. In that very vein, and with that objective, it truly is designed to be a very inclusive, open, and welcoming environment where we have everyone working together towards those goals. We know we cannot move a dial as important and as big as this if we don't have all champions and allies working together. We truly are better together, and all are welcome in International Women's Week. It will take all of us to drive this dial, and we invite all champions and allies to join us. No matter where you are, what sector you are in, we need you and we want you. Please help us spread the word and create a truly inclusive month that fuels us all year long. And that is March 2024, my friends. It is year 6, and we are very excited and gearing up with many exciting plans, incredible partners, and so much momentum as always. I think each year we build more and more energy and focus, and certainly tap into far more expertise and experience that we all harness Can't wait for March 2024. So as we move to the next slide, what's in store? Our target outcomes and impact. We are all going to be focused on strategic and coordinated community action that drives tangible and measurable opportunities for women, benefits and impact for aspiring and current women leaders, demonstrated collaborative action from champions and allies for women from every walk of life. We work increasingly each year to find new and impactful ways to measure that impact and to share those impacts and your stories with our community, to not just help one single organization, team, or region to achieve impact, but for all of us to achieve impact, see ourselves in it, and to be able to build on that impact going forward. Next slide, please. Just wanted to emphasize my word of the year is truly collaboration. I think it's absolutely critical because it does drive success in a way that no single organization, team, or jurisdiction can achieve independently. In 2023, just to reflect back, International Women's Week, our strategic community delivered more than 29 events hosted over a single month, generated 16,000 webpage views, increasing the visibility and the awareness of what incredible current and aspiring women leaders are doing in our community to improve our world, to grow our economy, to help our environment. And certainly that includes all of the organizations that come together to drive that change. Thousands of participants. This is so exciting to me. As we track those numbers year over year, we see a growing critical mass of those who are joining us and a greater diversity of those who are joining us, which is really an important goal. And more than 30 partners last year that helped to make it all possible. We could never do this alone. We have to do it together. And so together we really are moving that dial. We continue to evolve and accelerate our collective impact as a team. Next slide, please. A few highlights and feedback on last year, highlighting the strong collaboration. It really was citywide, provincial, national, and I'm even going to say global when we think about some of the collaborators we had through the United States and the United Kingdom. That collaborative Cadillac action, it really does increase our reach. And of course, sponsorship. Last year, we were so privileged to collaborate with BD3 Capital's Thrive Fund, and they enabled us to do so much more with their horsepower and that fuel. Very, very grateful. That was a really big differentiator. It was the first year we had that type of sponsorship. Very grateful. Diversity and inclusion, over 25 cost-free, no cost to attend, 25 of the events we hosted last year as a community. This makes them more accessible. It removes barriers, and this is an absolutely critical goal for us to support current and aspiring women from every walk of life in a variety of sectors that have different needs. Definitely broadening our reach in terms of the representation of leaders, speakers, and participants. DE&I is a journey. There's always more to do. Together with you, we take important steps every single year, and we want to build on those steps going forward. Promotion and building awareness is one of the key tenets on which we here in Invest Ottawa have built our Women Founders and Owners strategy. We know that if you be her, if you can see her, you can be her, and that those role models that we're showcasing together are absolutely critical. Promotion raises the visibility and can create new opportunity and impact. The digital media campaign, our website, and everything we do together to communicate that impact. Really impressive engagement with over 16,000 views of the webpage alone. That's not including all the social media, all the amplification, and other events that reference IWW in the lead up and post event that we conduct every March. Broad engagement. I love the fact that we reach new audiences, new participants every single year, a much broader array of players. And last year, our recordings and hybrid events were available to participants in over 15 countries. Why am I passionate about this? Here at Invest Ottawa, we love driving our economy, our society, and our community together as the City of Ottawa. We also know we have a leadership role to play together with our collaborators across the province, across the country. The more that we can share our learnings with others around the world, the faster we will have influence and impact and drive that dial, not just for those who are in our community, but we have the chance to drive change much more broadly. That's very exciting to us, to be a template that could be replicated and implemented in other areas. and effective branding. I am just so grateful to our marketing and communications team for the brilliant, creative, impactful work they have done from day one for International Women's Week, and how the community has rallied to help us build that up and to share it. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of that. That includes the Power of Why podcast, Naomi and Miriam working together with our team and so many other brilliant minds in the marketing and communication space across our community. Thank you. So what do we have in store for 2024? I am so excited as we move to the next slide to be able to share with you that we are announcing our 2024 title sponsor again this year for International Women's Week, BDC Capital's Thrive Venture Fund. This is the largest women-focused fund on planet Earth. We are so privileged to have this opportunity to collaborate with BDC, to have this fund in our country, to be a showcase and a role model for the world. And I'm even more excited to welcome my dear friend, Michelle Scarborough, managing partner for BDC's Capital's Thrive Venture Fund. Thank you, Michelle, for everything you do, for being such a champion, for being a role model here in our community across this country and around the world. It's a privilege, and I'm just delighted to welcome you back.
Well, thanks for having me, of course, Sonia, and vice versa to you as well. The things that you've been building over the last number of years have been exponential, let's say, but also amazing to watch and observe, and a tribute to the ecosystem overall. I think, the BDC has been supporting women entrepreneurs in various different capacities for many years. So this is not our first rodeo, but what we love about this, collaborative effort is just that. So the Thrive Venture Fund, as you know, is part of a bigger Thrive platform that we launched into the market last year, and is an extension of what we did with the Women in Technology Venture Fund that we launched in 2017. But those initiatives, those funds, are part of a bigger ecosystem, and that ecosystem expands across all of the partnerships that you're working with, and that will be part of the International Women's Week as we move forward into 2024. And it's important for us as a fund, and I think people maybe get the wrong idea. When we think of venture capital funds, we think of something that's quite narrow, and obviously from an investment perspective, we have very specific deliverables in terms of investing in great women leaders in the country, helping them to grow globally, and then ultimately those women exit those businesses and go on to repeat the cycle, creating what we call a network effect or a flywheel effect, putting their money back into work, into other women entrepreneurs, into through their own investments, maybe starting another company or joining a fund, for example. But what's critical is that our fund in particular has that dual mandate. So we're driven to return, but we're also driven to create a sustainable and lasting impact. And we see that through the Thrive platform now, with the launch of the Thrive Lab also in the market today, and the fund of funds that we do to support women in venture capital as they grow their VC careers. But what brings all of this home is the ability to collaborate and build a community, and to truly have an impact by not just the dollars and cents, but being able to see those women actually succeed, being able to see that the network is supporting women entrepreneurs wherever they are in Canada, helping them to be the best that they can be, leveraging the skills and the resources from others who have maybe gone there and done it before them, and then being able to see them actually rise to the occasion to support others once they've been successful in whatever they're doing. And that's really the focus for us for International Women's Week, and making sure that through this collaboration, we're having the impact, we're seeing the leadership grow and emerge. And if those companies and those leaders want to seek venture capital or angel investment, or just want to build an amazing company in their region in the country, that's all to the good, and that helps the economy grow. And really, that's truly what we're after. And so this partnership with you, Sonia, and with all of the partners that are a part of International Women's Week is really, really important, because it's critical to our ability to just frankly build a country. And if we do this well, then we'll see a lot of these women leading in more ways than one as we move to the future. So congratulations on the launch. And I'm excited to work with all of you. And my team is ready and waiting to get involved, as are many other parts of BDC. So
We can't wait. We are so grateful. I was scribbling notes, as I always do, that flywheel effect, collaborating with you to drive forward on that vision, building a country, the country that we want to see, the economy we want to see, the society we want to see. Women are playing such a pivotal role, and we need more. And you have played such an important role equipping so many women and tech founders across this country. Michelle, personally, I want to highlight, she was one of our employees once upon a time, one of the VPs here at Invest Ottawa when it was Oaktree. So I feel a very strong connection and know you're invested in our local community, our country, and in driving this broadly. Thank you for your leadership. I just really want to thank you. All right, well, you're going to be seeing Michelle and the BDC team throughout many different events that are coming up, and certainly they will be playing a critical role in helping us to amplify all of your great work. Just privileged, so thank you so much. Moving on, as we look at our anchor years, we really do want to achieve even greater impact in 2024. We want to continue broadening and diversifying and empowering more women from many more diverse walks of life. We want to address challenges that women are facing now, exacerbated in the post-pandemic era, equipping more women leaders for success. We know that there are many challenges. There always are. We're here to find solutions and to drive forward on change. Generating provincial, national, and global participation that helps to shine a spotlight on what we're doing here in Canada's capital together with all of you with an integrated wave of action. Increasing community awareness, meaningful engagement, and calls to action that really rally everyone around that goal. I want to highlight meaningful engagement. How can we do that even better? How can we work together with you as individuals, as teams, as organizations? We know you will have many, many ideas. We want them all. We're here to listen and to collaborate and help transform them into action. We don't claim to be able to do it all, not even a bit. We want to make sure that we're providing the right type of support, playing the right type of role in our broader collaboration, and that includes everyone, women, men, and non-binary individuals. We want to catalyze demonstrated support and action, and that can include from different levels of government, from different industry sectors, and from a series of different influencers and decision makers across our community as well. And measuring and promoting consistently the outcomes and impact of individual events and what we're doing together as a community throughout the entire month. Next slide, please. I'm a big, passionate champion for branding, and anyone who knows me probably has heard this ad nauseum. Our brand is the entire experience we create for our stakeholders and the impact we help them to achieve. It's not a logo, it's not a webpage, it's not a tagline. It's the experience. And I have really believed that right down to probably when I was very young, starting out in this career path. Our goal is to really establish the key attributes that guide that experience, our messaging, the visual imagery, the choices and actions we take together that help to create that founded on a shared vision and a shared set of objectives. We have 6 key attributes that we built International Women's Week on when we first started together with you, that it would be collaborative, that it would convey strength and bravery, that it would be impactful with meaningful, tangible outcomes, that we would channel our passion into action, and that we would be really driven to change that dial, to drive that dial, and generate the outcomes that we all strive to see. And with this, I'm going to hand over to my friend and colleague, Katie Leclerc, who has been my partner in so many things with respect to our Women Founders and Owners strategy here at Invest Ottawa, International Women's Week. Now she's doing the program delivery at SheBoot, our investment readiness boot camp for women founders that's national. Katie, thank you for your leadership, for your collaboration and support always. I'm going to hand over to you as our project manager for IWW this year.
Thank you so much, Sonia. It's just a privilege to be here. I'm in the chat and I'm watching the screen, and I'm just absolutely filled with excitement. And I'm looking forward to diving into what we have planned for the next few months leading up. So our goal is to consistently promote individual events, activities, and opportunities as a collaborative, integrated initiative. Our target audience, like Sonia emphasized multiple times already, it's women, champions, and allies that are seeking opportunities to drive the growth and success of current and aspiring leaders. You'll see the diversity of the participants, anywhere from high school, to really experienced individuals, engage in so many of the activities for IWW. So excited to continue to engage a broad audience. Our objectives are to spotlight and increase awareness and meaningful engagement for women leaders, current and aspiring, to enlist more allies and champions to drive sustainable change. That's what we need. To create as many opportunities for impact as possible, and to enable women in leadership, not just throughout International Women's Month, but all year long, and to grow the number of women leaders in our region, in our nation, and around the world. How can you help? So just initial tactics that you can start implementing now is to consistently use and drive traffic to our web pages. So as Sonia emphasized, we had so many visitors to our website and web page last year, and that just drives engagement across all of the initiatives that are taking place, and it introduces new people to new activities that are going on. So we love that. Push the website. Use the hashtags on all relevant social media postings. This includes the IWD hashtag. So as Sonia said, we were inspired by International Women's Day. That launched our community-wide initiative to extend it past a day and build it into a full month of activities. But we are there also driving attention and support and amplifying that messaging. There's also amazing resources on the website. And then amplify, promote, and engage in all of our collective initiatives as much as possible, and bring people along. If you're heading to an event, bring someone with you, engage someone new. Every year, just as Sonia said too, we expand our community, and that's what we want to do. We want to keep doing that year over year. For resources, so our website. For those who haven't visited our website just yet, and for those who are really familiar, we have a jam-packed calendar of events. 29 events happening in a month. It is the one collective place where everyone can go to identify all what's going on across our region and beyond. Online submission for events. So make sure that you also submit your events to the calendar. So we have a quick and easy link that you can just access on the website, and that makes sure that anything you have going on is featured there and more eyes are on it. And we have a collaborators and resource page. So if you have resources and you're an organization that has supports and resources available to women in leadership, women entrepreneurs, whatever those may be, make sure that we're aware of them. So share those. Use our copy and use our co-branded assets. Send them across your platforms. That just, again, drives more eyes to what we're doing as a whole. Participate in our Slack channel. So we will be sending out the link for those who aren't already a part of our Slack channel. That makes it really simple and easy to get information from us, to connect with us, but also to connect with one another. That's what we want to see. We want to see partners that make sense working together. That's what inspired us in the first place. And so our Slack channel is a great way to do that, and to have visibility into who all is involved in International Women's Week. We also have a newsletter, so subscribe. Right now is the right time to subscribe to the newsletter if you're not already. That way you'll get updates. Many of you are probably here on the call because you are subscribed to the newsletter and you saw that we were having our first information session. And engage in the content and share the content. There's fabulous interviews in our past podcast episodes, amplifying our That's a Wrap video, which you'll all have access to on the YouTube channel. It really is easy to access blog content, all of fabulous, exciting content that will get people aware of what International Women's Week is, and also International Women's Day. So just use the resources that we have available. Oh, speaking of which, some changes are in store for us, some exciting changes. So you'll see a little bit of an edit and revamp to the website and webpage in the new year. You'll see these fabulous folks. Each one that are on your screen now have all been involved in a really beautiful way in International Women's Month. You'll see that reflected on the website, the vibrant colors featuring these vibrant people. And next, we're officially committing to International Women's Month. I think if you've been to any event that Sonia hosts, she always says International Women's Week /month. Yeah, there's always a little asterisk there. There's always a little note that really it goes well beyond the initial week that we started with 6 years ago. I cannot believe it's 6 years ago. And now we're officially committing to International Women's Month. So it's going to be IWM. I've got to let go of the old habit and commit to the new. So it will be hashtag IWM 2024 International Women's Month. And we're ecstatic to reflect that in all of our assets. But we are keeping true to our brand. So those vibrant, exciting colors, all of which you can use, the different fonts we have available, although, our brand encompasses all, we also do have the assets which you can capitalize on and take advantage of. And that can make it easy for you to prep for your events if you are hosting or initiatives or announcements. So just keeping true to that. And you'll have access to the International Women's Month monogram. Next, this year we're changing things up a little bit. So we're actually built out. The amazing design team at Invest Ottawa has developed an IWM badge. So that will make for easy sharing. So if you already have your branded assets, but you still want to make sure that you're promoting International Women's Month and you're showing that affiliation and that your organization is a part of that collective collaborative initiative, you can do so just by a simple badge, and that will be recognized across all of our partners. As well, we'll have pre-canned content. So we will be doing a 3-phased campaign, with the first being announcing International Women's Month and just getting people excited and driving people to register for the newsletter, then launching into specifically driving people to the website and the calendar, and then moving into individual event promotion, which of course we'll participate in. But some of that easy copy-paste content we'll make available to all of our partners and collaborators. And then, of course, the website and calendar, which we've emphasized many times, we're just going to say it again. Submit those events and make sure you're driving people to the website, because that's the easiest way for everybody to know what's going on. Okay, after that, I'm going to hand it back to Sonia to go over the initial events that are already under development for IWM.
We are so excited. So thank you, Katie, for all of your leadership together with our marketing communications team on that beautiful brand package, and for helping me to make the transition from IWW into IWM. It's very exciting to me. And I love the vibrant images, the vibrant colors, which really reflect the vibrant community that delivers this every single year. Initial events that are now under development, I want to emphasize these are just those that we have been made aware of because of some of the great work underway. We know there are others. Please send them along to us. We want to get them going and make sure they get in the calendar. Strike Up, to our friends that are with us from the Strike Up conference, Driving Change, February 29th, right at the lead-in to International Women's Month, hosted by our friends and partners at Northumberland CFDC. Welcome back to IWM. Of course, our official launch event, the F Factor, Fueling Women Founders, on March 4th. That's a collaboration between Invest Ottawa, BDC Thrive Fund, and LSpark. Very excited. Get that into your calendars because it's going to be great. That will be followed up the next morning by the Angel Investor Breakfast, hosted by the Capital Angel Network and SheBoot in partnership with Invest Ottawa and BDC. Very special shout out to Jennifer, to Julia, Jane, and Katie. Really, really playing critical roles. Of course, Jennifer and Julia, co-founders of SheBoot. And again, we collaborate in so many ways throughout the community throughout this week and so many other initiatives. The Future of AI and Entrepreneurship on March 6th, led by sponsor IBM, coming back to us again this year. Just very grateful to Anita Baines, Colin, and her team. Very excited. AI certainly is everywhere. How do we look at that through the lens of equipping and empowering more women leaders? On March 7th, the Women Innovation Summit, DMZ has let us know that they're hosting an incredible event. Our partners there. Moving into the next slide, very special shout out to Solange, CEO and founder of Elevate International. She hosts a very impactful event every year on the Hill that we're privileged to be a part of on March 8th. Make sure that you mark that down because that is IWD, and very, very excited about what she's got in store. The Mind Trust graduation event, once again this year, we're going to be hosting that here at Bayview Yards, hosted together with Mind Trust in collaboration with Invest Ottawa, the bright young leaders of the future coming together to celebrate with us from across all of our post-secondary institutions and our community. Better Together, which is an incredible event that has a very powerful history and track record, hosted by our friend Tusha Agampodi, a big change maker and leader in our community, together with support from Invest Ottawa. Last year, one of our breakout events, I truly believe, was Women Creating a More Sustainable World, looking at the opportunity to create more triple bottom line businesses, opportunities, and initiatives led by women that improve our economy, society, and environment. That's coming back on the 19th. Women Driving the Smart Mobility Revolution, another event that's got at least 3 or 4 years behind it now, hosted by AreaX.O, our R&D complex for next-gen smart mobility, autonomy, and connectivity, together with women in automotive tech. Very excited to bring all of that expertise and knowledge to bear here in Ottawa and across our community. So already a big slate of events. And as I say, I know there are others. We want to hear from you. We will look forward to seeing those populated on our webpage and helping to drive participation and change together with you. So make sure you reach out. All right, as we begin to wrap up, we're looking at our next steps. Of course, we've got our next information session. We want you to get that into your calendars, where we'll be releasing additional information to help equip you, your team, your organization, and our community collectively on January 17th, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, launching our IWM campaign. I am just so excited. You saw some of the beautiful imagery that's been established. We're going to really do that launch up in a big way mid-January. Announcing our featured leaders. These are women who are inspirational, who are driving change and empowering other women and people from every walk of life as part of their leadership journey. Look for that in mid-January as well. That's always a really special opportunity and a day for us. Promoting IWM 2024 and all of your initiatives. This is really about for our community, with our community, and driving our collective audience to your events, to our website, where they can get involved in so many ways of driving that change together as a community late January. And of course, that work continues through February and March. And I think as we wrap up, looking at opportunities to engage, connect, and collaborate, just want to reiterate, it's all about action. Please subscribe for updates. You will get an email if you've registered here, and we will publish it broadly through all the promotion that you know we will do with a link. Join our community of collaborators on Slack. That's proven to be a very valuable tool in the past. We love how it builds relationships among people that might not otherwise have the chance to meet. Please take advantage of that. Submit your events on that webpage. Learn more at investottawa.ca/IWW, and watch for more exciting updates coming soon. Wow. I'm just so excited. I can't wait for this month. It's going to be even more impactful together with all of you. I don't know that we have too many questions that have popped up. We really have a lot of champions who have been coming on board. And certainly I'm excited to see the comments when I go back and look at the YouTube recording. How can I get my organization involved? Well, you have a Slack channel. Yes, we will, Amy. Katie, why don't you tackle that?
Yeah, exactly. So, so I will say, yes, we have a Slack channel. We will be, after this session, we will be sending the link to make sure that you can join easy, as well as subscribing to the newsletter, of course, to get regular updates. But so joining our Slack channel allows for you to ask questions on a regular basis. But as we also said, work with other partners who have the same values, interests, and mission as you do. So being able to align with others who want to be engaged in International Women's Month, that's a great place to do it as well. The Invest Ottawa team, of course, has our events and activities that are taking place, and we want to amplify and support in ways that make sense all the other initiatives and activities that are going on. Yeah, so join us on Slack, easy peasy. Okay, when will you be sharing your speaker list or keynote speakers for the Invest Ottawa events? Oh, well, that will come, of course. These campaigns are focused both on we have the initiative as a whole, us supporting the community and driving to your events, and then of course Invest Ottawa's events as well, together with sponsors and collaborators. Those fun announcements will take place throughout January, February, March on a rolling basis, because of course Invest Ottawa's events start right at the launch of International Women's Day and then go all the way until the end of March. So you'll see some exciting, like last year we had Joanne Griffiths from NIX. Oh, I idolize her, so that was a dream come true for me. If anyone saw me at the F Factor, I was probably just beaming, and
Like me with Arlene Dickinson, when I had the privilege of interviewing Arlene for the Angel Breakfast, and I was just so moved. It was a really powerful.
Oh my gosh, she was fabulous. She was beyond fabulous, and so many incredible things. And Lissa did an amazing job interviewing as well. Your interview was incredible. Lissa's interview with Joanna was amazing as well. And so we'll have big announceables that come out, but we've got to get people excited about International Women's Month and excited about the speakers, and it will be on a rolling basis. But you'll see some great news coming in the new year.
I love creating intrigue, so we definitely want to build the momentum and create some suspense together with you, for you. Just very, very grateful. I want to do some very special thanks. We couldn't do anything here at Invest Ottawa without the support of our investors, the City of Ottawa, tremendous investor that enables us to have impact together with our community, for our community every single day, the province of Ontario and the government of Canada through organizations like FedDev Ontario, Global Affairs Canada, Transport Canada, of course, our big sponsor for IWM, BD3 Capital Thrive Fund, and all of our sponsors that work with us here at Invest, and with all of our partners and our clients across the community. Everything has an impact. All of the work we undertake together, from our clients to our investors, to our partners, to our employees, to everyone who is on this call and all the communities that you serve. We're just very, very grateful. And we want to continue building on that so that we can have greater impact together and work to create the world that we want, including empowering, equipping, and inspiring more current and aspiring women leaders to have growth, to have success, and to achieve the impact that we know that they can, to help fulfill their potential. So with that, I just want to thank, we have another question.
Yes.
Become a speaker, Katie.
Yeah, so for all of those who are interested in speaking opportunities, whether that be keynotes, panels, whatever, in any scenario, share it in Slack. So we have the opportunity there to reach all those engaged, and share your bio, any resources that you have, and then more eyes will get on the on your portfolio to know what makes sense for what events and what activities, because so many people across the ecosystem are hosting events covering anything from mental health to women's health to science, technology, entrepreneurship, innovation, leadership. So make sure to share those resources with the community there in our channel.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Katie. Thank you, Audrey, for all the hard work and the lead up to today. Thank you to everyone who's taken the time to join us. We hope you have a safe, beautiful, and peaceful holiday season and a new year filled with love, peace, joy, and abundance. We're very excited to collaborate with you. We look forward to an incredible 2024 together, including International Women's Month.
Fabulous.
Thank you
all.